Welcome. We're joining John O'Hagan and Dirk Schiemann midstream in the Liberty Cup Masters quarterfinals. John has taken a lead to 5-1 in this match to 11. And John's bearing in and trying to safely get his men to off the board. Dirk is he played that 6-1 fast. He may have wanted to actually play the 1 3-2 to just in case he rolls a 9 next time. He can. Well, I guess he could still play 6-3 safely, and it's the 5-4 that's the problem. If he rolls a 5-4, he's going to have to go. John's got the cube at 4. He's thinking about turning it to 8. Decides not to do it. And John can't seem to bear off a checker because he's rolling odd numbers, and they're not ones. So that's not working. 3-1 works for Dirk, and he's going to bring him in. And hope for double sixes, and for John to continue rolling odd numbers. Now John's looking at his chances of leaving a shot. It's 5-1, 5-3, 6-1, 6-3. So I think there's 8 numbers. And he says, "Yeah, no, let's roll. Let's give it a shake." And 4-3 looks pretty good. And now 4-1 leaves a shot. 4-2. So Dirk plays safely, which he does. And now John's got 4-1, 5-1, 6-1. Dice on checkers doesn't count. And what is he? And he's got a 3-1. Oh, I didn't even think of the 3-1. That's right. Oh, how painful is that? So, woof. Well, the cheapest way is, let's see. Well, don't take a checker off and just play 2 off the 4 point. And John's pretty much ahead in a race enough to not have to worry, I don't think. He's got 1 checker off, and his board is going to be pretty good. And that's another choice, which is not to even hit. I like the hitting though because, no, I mean look, this is the yin and yang of backgammon, right? If you hit, and he rolls a 4 or 5, and you're getting past him. If he rolls a 3. Double 3s leaves a shot. So for Dirk, like if John hits with a 3-1 and doesn't take a checker off, and Dirk rolls double 3s, he's going to leave a shot. Here, John leaves an extra 2 numbers, but John's hoping to close, make this the end of it. But he's giving an extra little vig to Dirk. But yeah, so he's probably going to get another shot, and Dirk has a 4-point board. Interesting. Now John's thinking, do I double or not? Now there's still a lot of numbers that leave a shot. 6-3, 5-3, 4-3. Any 3s except double 3s. 3-1, 3-2 does not. So it's 3-4, 3-5, 3-6. How about 4s? Double 4s, okay. 5-4 leaves a shot, and 6-4 leaves a shot. And how about 5s? 5-3 leaves a shot. Yeah, 5-4 leaves a shot, and 6-5 leaves a shot. So John's, look, double 5s. So he gets the checker at his home board, and it's a real interesting game. So John's going to count. He's got 3 off, right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 3 off. And so he's 2 checkers ahead. And the bear off, he's off in 7, and Dirk is off in 8. And at a normal money score or anything else, this would be a, double drop. Unless John rolls a 3-1. So, that's 5.6% of the time. But he is going to turn to 8, and Dirk immediately says no, thank you. But his take point was pretty low, right? Because now Dirk is 10 away, 2 away, which gives him a very small percentage winning this match. It's like 8% or something. All right, well, let's take a look. See how well he does.
Did you see that cube?
I saw that cube, Phil. That was amazing.
Wow.
It's great.
I
John
thought
turns
he had
it.
a cube to roll before he left the shot.
I thought he had a take, maybe, possibly, because.
Oh, wow. That score, maybe. What's his take point at that score?
Yeah,
God.
it's
got to be down in the 6s or 8%.
Yeah, it was a lot closer. I mean, to me, but Dirk's a much better player, so.
He had three off, so
it was three off. Yeah.
Checkers off.
Yeah. So it's 7 versus 8.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is where I get to actually learn something about this game, huh?
No, come with me. I give private lessons in
No.
Listen to Larry, you'll learn a lot. This is where you
Well,
go.
I never understood this game because we always got it for Christmas. And it had, the checkers.
And so we have. This is great. We have new players in the audience. Phil Simborg's enjoying the repartee.
What is the strategy to this, though?
Oh, nice. Dirk makes a nice roll.
Strategy is real simple.
He's going to need that.
The black guy, the guy with black checkers, has to get all of his checkers into the.
And Phil's explaining the rules of the game.
And then he can take them off the board.
Is it like a weight game?
It's a race. And the white checkers, he's got to be in that. It's like here, I'll show you. The white checkers, he's got to get all of his checkers around the board and in here, and then he can take them off. So the first.
They stick them in the racks.
They stick them in the rack. So the first one, who gets all of his checkers off wins. And that's all there is to it. It's that simple.
All right. I don't know if you heard that. That's the story from Phil.
Similar, but the problem is that if you land on somebody.
So what's the thing about the cube
That's doubling your bet.
Now, Dirk is the author of a book, To Hit or Not to Hit. And this is, which I bought this book, and it's a fantastic book because it covers those principles. Normally in backgammon, when people first start to play, beginners play, they say, oh, I don't want to get hit. I want to play safely because I can get my checkers around faster, and if I get a checker hit, I have to go back to the beginning, and I'm going to be losing in the race. So beginner players think of backgammon as solely a race. As they start to learn more, they start to understand the other ways, intermediate ways before it turns into a race that can help them win. There's holding games, there's priming games, there's attacking games, blitzing, there's back games. There's so many different ways to approach the final race. And depending upon the type of game you're playing, that will dictate whether or not you want to hit. But there's also tactical situations where you want to hit or not based on just that particular role, sometimes contradicting your game plan or changing your game plan. And that's what this book is about. So it's really a wonderful book. He also has several other books. He's got The Theory of Backgammon, Mathematics, Logic, and Intuition. 374 pages. And he's got digital flashcards that he's selling that pretty interesting, with different match scores. Your decisions in backgammon change depending upon the match score. So here it's a match to 11, and John O'Hagan has 9, so he's 2 points away from winning the match. Dirk only has 1 point, so he's 10 points away from winning the match. And that means that John O'Hagan obviously is a huge favorite to win, probably by 90% or more. The other nuance here is that if one player gets all their checkers off before their opponent, they win a gammon, and it's worth two times. So Dirk has, by the way, doubled John early in this game, and it may seem like as a counterintuitive thing to say, oh, you're 2 points away. If I double, then we're playing for the match. I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe let's just play 1 point. It actually often is correct to double a little bit earlier if there's some gammon opportunities for Dirk to make a cube earlier, so we can win a gammon. And in this case, it would be 9-5 and much more of a competitive game. And that's what happened early on. And John took the double, to often an easy take, because, hey, if I win the game, I win the match. So that's the situation that we're in here. Now, let's take a look at this particular game, which we've been ignoring up to now. So the clock is ticking down on John, so he has a 3-2 to play. And notice John is leaving the back checker, and that's somewhat curious, which means he must think he's behind in the race. So let's actually do a count for black. So that's 63, 73, and 14 is 77, 107, 113, 117 for black. And white has 13, 53 after the roll, and 16 is 69, and 18 is 87, 97, 100. So yeah, so white is ahead by 12 pips before the roll. Oh, John stayed out. So white's ahead by 12 pips. This is good for white. And so what Dirk wants, and 16 pips now. 5-4, 16 minus 9 is, so he's ahead by 7. This is all pretty interesting. And now Dirk is up by 1 pip in the race. If the, I'm sort of getting a running total here. That 6 was very nice. He wanted a 3 or a 6 to get out, so he doesn't have wastage. Continue building his home board. 4-3 is lovely. He can break from the 10 point. Because he wants to get his 6 checkers that are not in his home board. This is Dirk playing white. He wants to get those 6 checkers in his home board, so he has 6 crossovers. John O'Hagan has 6 crossovers just from the 2 men on his opponent's 5 point, plus 3 more. So now it's 4 crossovers versus 9 crossovers, which means that Dirk is going to be bearing off checkers a lot sooner. And John is playing a holding game, hoping that he's going to get a shot next time with Dirk rolling a 6-2. Now, there's no danger really of John getting gammon this game, so we'll see. Oh, double 3s, and he can start taking checkers off. And the reason he took 1 off the 6 point was so he could stay even. So if he rolls double 5s or 6s next time, he's not going to leave a shot. John wants to avoid the gammon. Dirk doesn't care if he gets gammoned, because he's going to lose the match if he loses the game. So for Dirk, he's going to play what's called DMP, or double match point. All right, here comes John. 4-2. Oh, so John, that's interesting. John could have made his 1 point. Oh, but here for Dirk, it's easy. There's no chance, very little chance for a gammon. And why risk? Oh, this is Dirk. Sorry. Dirk does want to win a gammon. Yeah, so he's taking a checker off the 2 point. Now he's deciding, and he says it's not worth risking the match and the game for a gammon. Let me just move my checkers to safety. We're in a total race situation now. There's no more contact. And this is how beginners think of it, right? They think of this as the ideal position to get to. And that's true only if you're winning the race. So, all right, this game is pretty much over, and it's not going to be a gammon. So Dirk has saved the day here, and pretty soon he'll have saved the day. He keeps rolling 4-1. I think that's going to be okay, especially if John rolls 3 ones. All right, 6-4. So he's off in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh. That's nice for John. Best rolls, John's off in 1, 2, 3. Worst rolls, He's a 4-1 again. Dirk's off in 3, right? If he rolls 2-1 3 times.
You're my brother, okay?
6-3. So John's off in 2. And they're smiling. They're saying, can you do it? Yeah, it's still possible. John needs double sixes to stay in this. He counts, he sees 8. And he says, yeah. Oh, almost had his double sixes. Okay. So they give up, and now it's 9-3. We'll see where this goes. You know, Dirk has been a professional backgammon player for about 15 years. And actually in the mid-90s. So in 2017, he actually had taken quite a break, and he came back. And he won in 2018 after coming back after a 13-year break from backgammon. He won the Bahamas Invitational, he won the UBC Contender Tournament, and he published his new work, The Theory of Backgammon. So if anyone's interested, he does give private lessons. So does John O'Hagan from the Backgammon Learning Center. Both are great opportunities, present great opportunities to learn about the game.
This is exactly what great player, short guy lives in LA. No, it's really about Bob walked out. Yeah, when I was playing him, he was like, dude, in 7 games, I was playing people who had no idea how bad they were. I was just thinking thousands of dollars. Now they know so easily. Yeah, and I was like, that's so funny. It's like you have a judge outside the noise. Back then, people would play.
Look, me and Lou were watching him, and the guy's a fish.
You're like,
split that back checker. He didn't split that back checker. I swear to God, we all would have split the back
All
checker.
right. So John has one checker stuck back, and he left a shot because it'd be hard for Dirk to leave that 5.
He made some pretty cool plays.
And Dirk's goal is Dirk is a priming game. And the race. Let's see. How is this race? Black has 24 to 52 to 76, and 40 to 116, 120, 144 for Black. White has 52 and 1264, 71, 26 is 97, and it's 137 before the roll. 130. So it's 14 pips. John is down 14 pips. So he wants to contain Dirk's last checker. If Dirk can get out there, he's going to want to do it. 5, probably 6 to 5. Now he's got more builders. And it's tough for John. John needs a great roll, 3-6 or 3-2 or 3-4. I can't tell what that is. Something in a 1, 3-1,
That's fair, but
5-1. So John is
what is this?
John is down in this race, and I'm sure the cube's been turned. It has. 4-3. There's a lot of numbers. 6-1, 2-3 is going to make a great point. 2-1 makes the point. So John's stuck behind this 5 prime. And what does he do? He's going to make his 5 point. He's going to be ready if he gets a shot. Dirk's work is to fill in the 3 point, the 2 point, and eventually close out. So not easy. He's not leaving a shot anywhere. John has no ability to hit. It's interesting that John wouldn't slot the 2 point.
You come up to freeze the 8 point here, Larry, or not?
No.
No?
Not yet. Phil does. I prefer. Oh, that's interesting. John, that's interesting. So what John's doing is he's taking away the 8 point So he'd have, if he rolls 5-1 or 5-4, he'd have a direct shot. But of course he gives away 6-2, and now he's offering up a 3-5. So he gets his first shot, 5.6%. Not bad. It's going to certainly save any gammon chance.
Yep.
So very interesting. It's good. 4-3. So what's this is simply a race decision. Who's ahead or behind? So black has 22 plus 42, 51, 57, is 90, 104 for black.
I'm doing commentary from here, right here.
9, 54, and 12 is 66,
I
and
don't need a
26 is
microphone to do
92.
commentary with Larry Schiller.
92, 104. So he's up by 12 pips.
He's up 12 pips, so maybe you don't hit him.
I think that might be the right answer, right? Because John O'Hagan doesn't have a slouchy board here. He's going to look at this.
Yes.
This is an amazing matchup.
Absolutely.
But Dirk, if he could play for a gammon by hitting, he would do it. But it's really gammon chances don't go up a lot, and he risks too much. So this is clearly the better play. And, there's double threes again for John O'Hagan. He's catching up. So the race is now really close.
So if it wasn't a dead cube, you'd be much more inclined to hit.
Phil, come on over here so people can hear you. You gotta walk around. All right, we're gonna be joined by Phil Simborg. Give some good commentary here.
Yeah, I thought I was going to hit, but then I realized it's a dead cube, so you're not so inclined to hit. But if it was a live cube, you probably would hit there. Because the cube has...
And look at John. John's got 2 crossovers, and Dirk has 6. Of course, Dirk has a better board.
The gammons are big here. He doesn't want to get gammon.
John doesn't want to get.
Yeah, that's why
John's
he came
not
out.
getting it.
Yeah.
Oh, and he hit him! Woo! John keeps rolling double threes from the bar. Does not do it this time. So Dirk's making a nice comeback. 5-2, right? 13-6, and he's got lots of hitters. 6-4 leaves it indirect, and double, not anymore. Double
Now
sixes.
I think he does have to hit him.
Well,
I would hit him.
in this case, it seems like a good idea.
I would have hit there.
That was my play too. Am I a grandmaster?
Well, then I got to rethink it if that was your play.
Now this 3-5 is really interesting. Like, what's the right 5? I guess you just
I
want to play.
take out.
If his board he had like 14 checkers and a 1 point, maybe you rip. But I think here, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think everybody would have played it the same way as Dirk. It's good to know. 3-2.
Clear from the rear.
Yeah, I think you want to clear.
There's
from,
no
even if he
gammons
rolls
here
double
anyway.
sixes.
That's it.
Very safe. He's even on top.
Right. There's no gammons here. So.
Oh, 6-5. John's coming out. John's.
Yeah, John just went all the way up to 2%.
That's about right. Yeah, 6-3-2. Oh, that's interesting.
He's playing for doubles.
Yeah.
That's smart. You have to make the
Yeah.
doubles 5s work.
No, that's right. Very good. Very smart. And he did it without thinking. It's like automatic.
9-5.
How about that? Good. Woo, 6-5. So Dirk's off in 5, worst case. John is off in 3. So we'll see. John could roll his doubles. Oh yeah, see? Well, Dirk is cooperating.
Ready to play?
Yeah, I know. It is. I think your decisions are more clear.
It's going to be tough. Dirk have another 2-1. It's 4-2. All right, now he's got a hole. But John is not making it happen. John is not making it happen.
Do you believe
Oh my God!
in miracles?
It's unbelievable. Dirk keeps rolling 2-1.
Can't do it.
Yeah,
I
you can
declare.
do it. You can do it.
I declare
Now
we
we
can't do it.
But you
Can't
declared
do
right.
it. So Dirk's not giving up. What's the matter with him? Doesn't he know when to quit?
It's very impressive.
Dirk wrote the most incredible, most definitive book ever written in the history of backgammon.
The
called
Theory of Backgammon.
The Theory of Backgammon. And his latest book on when to hit or not
To
hit,
hit or- to hit
is
or
a
not to hit.
fantastic practical guide. So he wrote both a great theoretical book and then a great practical book, assisted by his student David Stein, who's his partner in the big doubles here.
Ah. Now Dirk is a super grandmaster.
Dirk is he's the only super grandmaster, isn't he? Or is Mochi like super grandmaster? I think there are
Mochi
two of
is
them.
also.
I think there's the only two super grandmasters,
That's amazing.
and then John's a grandmaster.
The only two super grandmasters.
Yeah, I mean these are two pillars.
They're two of the top 5 in the world. John's right now the #1 player on Galaxy. That's quite an achievement when you look
Wow,
at
he
the
is?
#1 on Galaxy.
That is very impressive.
on the online backgammon site.
Yeah.
And those statistics and numbers are out there for everyone to see. John lives in a small town in Indiana, Valparaiso, and that's why he's such a good backgammon player. There's nothing else to do. Nothing else to do.
Indiana. John's
Valparaiso.
He's your quintessential Midwesterner.
Yep.
Calm, modest,
So,
low key.
I had a regular chouette in Chicago all the time when I lived there. I invited John. I said, John, you're going to make a fortune in this chouette. He played once, was the big winner. He says, I'll never play again.
Really?
Too much noise. He says, I can't stand all that yelling and screaming. There are chouette people and there's not. He won't play chouettes anymore. He didn't enjoy it. He said, I don't care. He can make a living in that game easily.
All right, 6'5". How do we do this? Yeah, that makes perfect sense. He could, no question. He's just so methodical.
Oh.
And his math is unparalleled.
Oh yeah, he's up there with Neil Kazaros and Art Benjamin and the really great math guys in this game. Of course, Mochi can do that too.
Yeah.
He's up there also.
Wow.
And Dirk, of course.
Look at all this hitting going on. He's got 15 in the zone, Dirk does, so it's worth hitting. And I think slot to 5. Come out to the ball.
No, but you don't visualize it. That's the thing. It's not negative.
12 years ago, John O'Hagan and I did a study of when your opponent is 2 away, when you have a double,
Yeah.
and it's when he's within 8% of his take point. So you stop and calculate the take point, which is not that hard. In this case, it's about 22%. So whenever your opponent has around 30%,
That's a double.
you should
Oh,
double,
really?
which is 4% faster, like in a race, than you would at a normal score.
Huh.
So we actually did the math on it. Then we ran it through Extreme Gammon a couple million times, and it was worked. And John came up with the
Wow.
theory. I just did the testing.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's just great things like that to know.
I
So
think-
Dirk will have a double when he's within 8%. So the trick is, how do you know when you're within 8%?
Yeah, that's the trick.
If it's a race, we can
You can calculate
We can
it.
calculate it. But in games like this, it's hard to
It's
know.
very tough.
All right, I got a match.
All right, enjoy. Thank
Yeah.
you, Phil, for joining me.
Continue doing a great job. I've been nothing but great feedback on your
Oh,
job.
thank you, Phil. I appreciate
You're
that.
one of the best.
No.
You may even be second best.
You make me better.
You may be second best.
Phil, nice to meet you. I hear wonderful things about you.
All right.
I'm in Manhattan.
We got a 2-1 for
and I'm
Dirk.
looking for games. And somebody told me that you might be starting something up.
So 2-1 for Dirk, and he's on the bar.
I don't mean to stop there. Great.
He's going to come in. Do you want to come up? Oof.
Great.
Safety up. Come up because, there's 4 checkers over there.
I'd love to.
Send me an email.
Coming up,
sure will.
23 to 22 makes sense because, you could look at making the 2-point. But this, puts pressure on the outfield. And if John O'Hagan rolls a 3 and hits, he needs a 1, 2, 3, or 4 to cover. So, and he rolls a 3-1, which is a gorgeous roll. Look at that. I mean, perfect. A joker, you could say. But he's got,
Know that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and he rolled it.
Learned that the hard way.
There's 8 numbers plus 3, 5, so 10 in total. Very nice. And John's back on the bar. He's 4-2. Trying to bring a checker around to extend that prime. He does have 10 checkers in the zone. John does, which is nice, that properly placed can form a 5 prime. Dirk is creeping up to the edge. Does he have a 4-2, double twos? I can't see that die. It's probably a 5-2. 5-3. Okay. So he's coming out 1s, 2s, and 4s. Rolls a 6-4. It hits from the backfield. So, but it's easier. Just play 6-4 and cover your blot, and then that's that. So Dirk has a second point in his home board, catching up to John. John has 2 also. Oh no, double 4s. What? I think that's a hit. Nice 3-point board. And he's taking a moment to think about it. And he's got one more forward. He brings it down, I guess, from the outfield. What else is he going to do? He's not going to slot the 4-point. What is it? Stayed out. Okay. John wants to get some of those checkers back. 6-5, that'll do it. Now he's really bearing down. He plays slowly here. Why is he thinking? Oh, he's bringing maybe 2 out. That's interesting. Why not play the 5 first? Yeah, but your goal here is to make your home board, so let's bring builders down. And Dirk is cooperating. What does he have? He's got a 6-5, and he made it. So John prepared with 2 6-5s in a row, and he's got it. And Dirk is in trouble. John was looking in trouble. John turned his game around. Some nice rolls and well played rolls. And now he's going to try to get that checker out. And where's the 1? So he's got 2s and 4s. So he's probably going to play 6-5 to duplicate the 4s. It's pretty simple. Also gives him double 3s to cover without leaving a shot. And of course he does not go with a duplication, because they say duplication's overrated. All right, double 1s. Woof. How do you play this one for Dirk with white? This is really tricky. I mean, do you make the 5-point? Well, you got to hit him. I don't think there's any question. And then so he blocks 6s. Making that 2 points good. It blocks his 6s everywhere. Like John has no good 6s. Look at that, right? And I'm sure Dirk is thinking that is an effective play. In fact, if he rolls a 2-6 from the bar, if Dirk makes that play, he can only play the 2. So Dirk's thinking it over, looking at another possibility. I mean, he could, using the checker from the 13-point, just make the 10-point. Play the 3-1 and make the 10-point. But that doesn't make sense. You want at least one checker on the 2-point. Hi, Ray. Bahamas, let's go. So he's going to make that play and really take away John's 6s for this roll, except 5-6. What's he going to do? All right, how is he thinking of this? So, and look, this is a new chapter in his book, to hit or not to hit. What do you do here? Do you hit? I think you got to hit. So this is not to hit or not to hit. It's what do you do after you hit? But he's looking at the possibility of not hitting. Go figure. Sure, I get that. He is definitely considering all the possibilities. And Dirk is using up more time. But he's got over 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes, so he does have plenty of time. And this is a tough play. And that looks like it. 5-6 hits and any kind of 2. And he doesn't hit. A chapter out of his own book. He just doesn't want to leave another checker. The cube is in the middle. He hasn't doubled. So, and John, obviously Dirk is 2 points away from losing, so he doesn't want to lose a gammon. So he wants to play very carefully not to leave a lot of shots. And so if he hit, he's going to, obviously leave a 2, right? If black's on the board, you can roll a 2 and hit him. Did not want to do that. This is tough. where do you play the 2? I mean, you can play 6-2, 3-1, or you slot the 5. Slotting the 5 seems reasonable, except you have 2 blots on your home board. So playing this 10-8, 6-2 doesn't slot the 5, but if John doesn't roll 5 and hit, and you roll a 2, like a 6-2 or something, you really haven't blocked. And he rolls a 2-1. So John's going to hit on the 1 point. And now it's interesting. He plays, why that over. Oh, what a roll for Dirk! What a joker! Covers and comes in and hits. Fantastic. And John, double 5s. Whoa. Wow, that was powerful. And this is stripped, but that plays easy. Just play off the 11 point. Really not much to this roll. But Dirk, he's taking his time. He's letting the clock go down. He's not making fast and sudden decisions, even no matter how obvious it is. We're doing dice on checkers, and Dirk, good sportsman, resets the clock. And now John O'Hagan has a 2-1. And that's how he's going to play it. And we got double 5s and 6-5, 6-1. So Dirk comes out with a 6. It gives him a lot of flexibility, and if John wants to hit, that's a great roll, 6-5. He hits and comes out. Now, there's a lot of return shots, and that's one of them. Dirk is back in this game. If John stays out and Dirk rolls a 5, but he doesn't stay out. So Dirk still has his shots, 1-6, 1-5, 2-5, 1-4. He's going to make his board. Oh yeah, safety those checkers up. Now Dirk is in trouble, a world of hurt. He's going to need a 1 followed by double 6s to be, anywhere close in this. Dirk chooses to make the 4 point instead of the 5 point because he has more builders that way. 2, and it's not double 2s, so he can make the 1 point. He doesn't. So John playing for the gammon. He doesn't. The cube has not been turned. Why wouldn't he play for the gammon and play 6-1, 3-1, and leave him a 2-5 shot? I don't know the reason for that, because maybe he thinks he's got the gammon anyway. I don't know. We'll see. See what comes up. 6 and 4-1, okay? Because he's going to leave. He leaves the fly shot here, 6-3. Ooh, very close. 6-4. It's interesting. Yeah, he's going to avoid the gammon. If he rolls a couple of 6s, avoiding the gammon shouldn't be a problem. So John may want to double here, and John's thinking about it. And John is the master of doubling. It's O'Hagan's law. He's the guy. 9 market losers turn the cube. 9 net market losers turn the cube. And he's thinking about it, because he'll get the cube right back, and it's possible for John to get gammoned this game. So John may want to wait until he's got a checker off before he turns the cube. You turn it now, you turn it in one more roll. Is it going to make a difference? Double 5s, double 6s? No, there's nothing that's going to play badly. And Dirk just says no thank you at this point. John did not want to risk losing the game. He said, look, I'm 10-5. He's got to win 1, 2, 3, 4 games. So, he's less than 10%. And John's all set. Okay, John's got the dice. Dirk's running a little low on time, but for this score, it's not bad. So there, Crawford. So Crawford means that there's no doubling in this. They left the cube there, but there's no doubling allowed because it's the first game where one of the players is one away from winning. So it's another 6-5, and he's going to run 4-2, 6-5, 6-5. And then John returns the favor, resets the clock. All right. Both have points in the whole board. Very even game. White's obviously up by 2 pips. White's down by 5. Dirk is down by 5 pips. And he's up by 3. And what do? You slot the 5 point. He's so heavy. Or you bring 2 down. He's so heavy on that 6 point. I mean on the midpoint, right? He's got 6 checkers on the midpoint. So let's see what the plan is. Yep, looking to bring in 2 down. And he can't hit it. John does the next best thing and, makes his 5 point. 5-2, what a terrible roll. Oh, he can't even safety up that checker. He needed 1s, 4s, and 6s to roll the 5-2. So I guess you bring 2 down, and again, I don't know. You could hit and bring a checker down. It's really so ugly, but I guess hitting takes the tempo away, and he got away with it. Dirk got away with it. It's coming out 5-4. He figures it's pretty safe because if he gets hit, he's going to have his shot again. And John is a much better home board. John's perfectly happy to try to come into a 2-point board, especially if he's going to roll a 1-3, a 1. And the 3, what do you do with it? Like prime versus prime is one of the considerations here, even though white looks like a blitz formation because of the 3-point. But if John can build a prime and can keep white from blitzing, he's in good shape. A nice roll. Wow, makes the 5 point if he wants it. And it's Candace Bayron. Woo! Yep. So we got a game. This is he's thinking about it. Dirk still has the clock in. He turns it.
You're only on microphone, not camera, right?
What? Yeah, I got another microphone.
Yeah, with no camera.
You don't want to be on
Oh,
camera?
there's the camera.
There's the camera, sure. We got both. Welcome, Candace Mayron. Amazing personality. Talk about leading multiple
I'm just going to
lives.
be quiet while you keep doing your thing, okay? I came here to help.
Oh, thank you, Candace. Pleasure and honor to have you here. She runs 2 tournaments in LA. Double threes, necklace. Let's go. And thank you, John, for cleaning that up so we can actually see the dice. Appreciate that. Off the shine. Well, John's in good shape. John needs to get his checker out. Good shape unless Dirk can prime him. He can run 1 back checker. Whose roll is it? It is Dirk's roll. I see his clock counting down. That seems like the natural play, right? What else can he do? He can come into the 5 point. But it's nice to keep that checker on the midpoint in case Dirk rolls like a 3-5 or a 3-6. Now he's got 2 men, he can roll 2s or 4s or 1s and 3s to hit him back. So running seems like the smart thing to do. Dirk doesn't care about getting gammoned because he's 1 point away from losing. So, yeah, gammon me, backgammon me, I don't care. I just don't want to lose. So what is Dirk thinking about? I don't know. Oh, yeah, no, I mean, that I didn't see another play, but he must have because he took his time. But that's the thing about these players.
What is that, a 3 what? Oh, we can't
3-2.
see.
Oh, double threes. John O'Hagan.
Why did he
has
not
the
move
prime.
forward? Okay, why didn't he move forward with one of the 3s?
Oh, he built a 6 prime.
Okay.
Now, to your point, maybe,
Yeah.
But Dirk wants to return the favor by building a 6 prime. And if Dirk can do it, or at least a 5 prime, and if Dirk can do it, and what John wants are low numbers.
4 or 5.
And he may want to hit here, I don't know, to gain time. He didn't look at hitting, good. I think that might have been worthwhile. And you know, it's too bad. Like, this is not bad. He's got a broken 7 prime, 8 prime. He's got a broken 8 prime. Hearing it here first. Broken 8 prime. Let's see. So he's got a 4-1. What does he do with this? This is really hard. He probably wants to get hit. Oh, that's great. That's actually a great roll for John. So see, he's slotting the 4-point, because if John doesn't hit it, Dirk is gonna, and John hits it and escapes with a 3-5. Amazing. But he's got a blot. If he hits that 2, oh, it would have been a game. Now this game is over. Any 6 or 2, it's over. 4-3. Wow. Wow. What do you do with this? This is interesting. You could play 6-3, 6-2. And
He also could hit loose
because
again
it's
on the
dangerous.
1 point.
How are you going to get out of that mess?
Yeah.
It's a mess. I mean, John doesn't want to get hit because he doesn't want to have to navigate that whole board. Even if he comes in on a 4, he needs a 5 to
Got
get
it.
out. John does not want to get hit. He's taking the risk. And he rolled a 2. So look at this. John could come in and have to break soon. Wow, this is really just prime versus prime. Very exciting. 2-6, something like that. 5-1. Terrible roll for John. White wants little numbers, little tiny numbers, unless it's a 6-2. Okay, he rolled that. That's okay. I called it. So look at this prime versus prime sitch. Oh, double fours.
No, the worst when you've got a prime. The worst.
The worst. Oh, no.
So are you saying that John lost it when he didn't play 6-2?
No, this is when Dirk rolled the 6-2 was great. Oh, and no,
No,
I had
earlier
no
than
argument.
that.
No, oh, earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, with from 6-3, 6-4, I would have made that play because I don't want to get hit. But if I were John's doubles partner and John said, "I think we should make my play," I would say, "I think we should make your play." So And XG can tell us later. This match is being recorded. People are going to transcribe it, and we'll find out who's actually making the right or the wrong play. And we have Karen Davis, backgammon legend, in the audience. Welcome, Karen. 3-2. Oh, jeez. Well, there's no cue. It's interesting. He doesn't want to get a second checker back and get gammoned, especially at this score. Dirk is odd, so if it's 10-5 now, it could be 10-6 or 10-7. And that makes a big difference, because 10-7, Dirk is now only 4 away. And if a cube gets turned and he wins a gammon, he's going to win the match. So that extra point means a lot. But Dirk could not hit that checker. So, didn't happen. Dirk is preparing.
Come on, John, roll a 7.
Candace,
Roll
we
2
see
sevens.
who Candace is rooting for. 5-4. That seems easy. Why not just make the point? Well, you could play for the extra checker, but he's just saying, look, let me just win the game. Time
John
might be a
is not
factor.
happy.
Look at John's facial
He's not
expression.
happy, and he never shows emotion.
I know, right? What's he doing? He's
Counting
making fish
to
sounds?
himself
Oh, he's
instead of
counting?
talking to himself.
He is. That's so interesting. I've never seen that. All right, so Dirk is just playing for the win. He's playing very safely. Oh, double 5s. Very nice. Gets 2 off. There's 6 numbers leave a shot next time for him if John stays out. John stays out. Do we have any of those 6 numbers? No. And again, he's going to play safe in case John stays out, which is not that unlikely. 1636, he's going to stay out. He comes in with 6-3, all over but the shouting. I mean, John's basically off in 6 rolls, and it's going to take a lot of doubles for John to be off in 6 rolls, especially if he keeps rolling 2. It's not good. All right. Dirk is making a comeback, but he's not going to win a gammon. So it's going to be 10-6, and he's going to have to fight for that extra point. to get within striking distance, unless he's got a backgammon up his sleeve. Dirk is taking a break. And looks like a...
But John is not happy.
Well, I'd be pretty happy if I were John up 10-6 against Dirk
Okay.
Schiemann.
Yeah, that's okay. Go ahead.
I don't think John's unhappy
Is there a
right
chat? There's no chat.
now. There probably is a chat. Let's take a look on YouTube and see what's going on. Yeah, thank you for mentioning that.
That's the best part.
Oh, look at this. Let's take a look.
So is there anything I can do to help you right now?
Yeah, you're sitting next to me and keeping me company. Absolutely. And wearing those fashionable glasses, which is awesome. All right, so let's see. So how do I get to live? All videos. And where's live? You can help me find where this is on my channel.
You need help finding your own channel?
Yeah. Here we go, live. Let's go. Live commentary. Started 50 minutes ago? Yeah, I think that sounds about right. Okay.
15 minutes ago, and it got up to 10-6 that fast?
Well, we were at dinner, and
Oh,
so
okay.
when we got back,
That's right.
because the voice of Backgammon needs
And you
to
were
eat.
talking
so-
all the time.
Yeah, Candace is obviously
it's
kidding.
a joke
Yeah.
because Larry and I sat there silent the whole time while two other people took over the table for 97 minutes.
It was pretty funny.
And to get Larry and me to shut up is pretty
That's
something.
quite an accomplishment.
Wow. I mean,
All right, let's see. So here we go. Voice of Backgammon with the channel.
That's
live.
it.
But it says manage videos. See, let's just see. Play next, save to playlist. Oh, let's save it to a playlist, and then I can do it. I think that's the reason. And I go to playlists. New York Bitch Mountain Open, and here it is live. Oh my gosh, I figured it out. Okay. Oh
We're
yes, we
back.
got chat.
There's a chat. Okay, I'll take care of that
my
while you
cursor.
handle everything else.
Oh, the cursor's I'm going to fix
Marianne Neese is on the chat.
that. Tell them I'm going to fix this.
Horace is on the chat. Alex Shagan is on the chat.
I go to playlists. New York Bitch Mountain Open.
Vinny.
And here it is
Hey,
live.
guys.
Oh my gosh, I figured it out. Okay. Oh
We're
yes,
back.
we got chat.
There's a chat. Okay, I'll take care of that while you handle everything else.
Oh, the cursor's I'm going to fix
Marianne Neese is on the chat.
Tell them I'm going to fix
Oh, I see the comment about the cursor. Thank you. I'll take care of it. There. I moved the cursor. Vinny. Hey, guys.
Okay. Oh yes, we got chat.
There's a chat. Okay, I'll take care of that while you handle everything else.
Oh, the cursor's I'm going to fix
Marianne Neese is on the chat.
Tell them I'm going to fix
Oh, I see the comment about the cursor. Thank you. I'll take care of it. Your cursor was in the middle, and I moved it. They said that. There's another comment.
Oh, this is great.
Hey, guys.
Let me actually turn this down a little bit.
Yeah, I'll show you the stuff when you need it.
Oh, that's great. Top of the board is clipped slightly out of focus. Okay. What? What? Oh, sorry.
No, this was the first comment.
Ah.
The board needs to be centered. So there it is, Marianne. That one.
I think. Oh, yeah. So we're. Yeah, I can't. I'm not
You
going to be
can
able
see
to.
the whole. No, we can't move it around.
You could. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to. move
See
it
here.
around. Oh, apparently not. I am now. I'm monitoring the chat. Thanks to Candace.
But nobody's putting in anything. Nobody has said anything.
We're okay. We got it. All right. So this is quite a comeback for Dirk. And John is coming in and hitting. Of course, Dirk has John's 5 point. So Dirk's not going anywhere in a hurry. 3-6 stays out. John O'Hagan ready to make the opponent's bar. Well, he can make the 5 point. Probably 5 points better. I don't know. What do you think?
Okay, so I have a question. Steve
Yeah.
Sachs says that super duper duper advanced is you really don't throw the cube on the opening move if you're post Crawford. What is he talking about? What does he mean?
So if you have, all right, so post Crawford, conventional wisdom is you throw the cube. If you're behind, you turn at your first opportunity.
Right.
We'd have to ask Steve to see why that's not the right.
And he said there are times, but it's so rare that there's no point in teaching it.
I see. Is he talking about taking it or
Throwing
cubing
it.
Throwing it.
And if you watch him post Crawford, when he's down, quite often the cube is not on two.
Yeah, we'd have to talk to Steve.
All right, we'll talk to Steve. See, I thought you were a super duper open player.
No, I'm
Okay.
not. I do play in the open, but and I'm a master level 3, so that doesn't make me super duper. It just limits my. Yep. Oh, look, we got a peanut gallery coming, sitting and watching. It's funny. It's great. Who is that watching?
I have no idea who that
all
is.
right.
Maybe it's Dirk's backer.
Okay.
Could be.
Well, then she deserves to be there. They deserve to be there. 5-2. Let me just see if I could possibly. I can't. I'm not going to worry about changing we had a comment. The board's not centered, and I could see that. We do see the whole board though. Well, actually, not really the whole board, but we're not cutting off. You can see all the checkers, but I'll go adjust that if we take a break. In the meantime, the double threes has been the roll of the day here. A lot of people are rolling. John was rolling them before every other roll, and now he's decided to switch to fours, which is a heck of a. Now he's got to think here. He's like, I just got to win the game. I don't want to win a gammon. I don't need to point on him and make So if he plays 2, but on the other hand, he really doesn't want Dirk to have 2 points in his home board. But he's given the opportunity to have a 1-5 game. Oh, double fives, not bad. That's good. Just brings him around to his 5 point. That's simple. So, yeah. So John still has to clear those checkers from the midpoint. Let's go. Oh, that'll do it. That's a beautiful roll. Oh my God. Safety's at the blind. Gets the checkers off the point. It's good. This is tough. It's not easy. Sitch. No way to slot that. He's gonna have to have a dilly checker in his home board. All right. Does it. And now John, who obviously does have the cube. Yeah, so this is an interesting play. Like, you could play from the midpoint, say either one safely. But if you play from the midpoint, you have an extra builder on both of those. And then if you roll like a 3-2, 4-3, 5-4, 6-5, you can play safely. If you strip the other checker, you wouldn't. None of those rolls would play safely. So I think that's why he did that.
Dang, I was about to say exactly the same thing. I'm afraid to talk. I would say something so stupid.
No, Candace, let's go for it. Keeps life interesting. Hi from Iran. Oh, Iran. Pari. Welcome. Welcome, Marianne Meese. Yes. Hi, Boris.
We have somebody here from Iran.
Yeah, this is great. Backgammon's a worldwide game. Oh, we got the midpoint cleared. Oh, I'm looking at the chat. The live chat. And Alex Shagan.
Dirk danced.
Oh, he missed the one. He hit on the one. Woo! So double fours obviously can't cover because Dirk has the 5 point. And he comes in on the 5, and he covers with a 4. That's pretty nice. He could consider coming out with a 4, but I think he's just going to make the board. Coming out with a 4 puts a lot of pressure. 4-1 for John. He's got his board. Oh, this is, yeah, 13. 13-6. Oh, it's Dirk's roll. I think he's got to come out
Yeah. Just go.
and slot the 1. You could make the 1 point. But he's not far behind in the race. So he's going to limit the number of shots. So let me do a quick count. So White is 40 and 48 and 13 is 61, 101
Why
for
didn't he
White.
come out just 5? And use
The
the
lowest
2.
the number of shots.
Dirk does. He wants to be hit, doesn't he?
No.
Oh,
I don't think
okay.
so.
I'm gonna be
Sorry.
quiet.
No, it's all right. 36 to 12 is 48, 51, and 26 is 77. And he's got 40 and 12 is 52 and 90. Oh, 90. So it's down by 15 pips. So, yeah, he has to come out with a 6. So there you go. But he duplicates the 1s. See that? He needs a 1 to hit there and a 1 to hit there. Very clever. And he's going to leave that checker there. Dirk's going to move this guy and leave him there. He'll probably play a 5 and a 2 there. 3 to 1, so he preserves his 6s. Right? And now John needs double 1s or any doubles. Double 4s would be his best roll. Because he'd block him out. And 2-1, he's got to break his board. He'll break from the 4 point. 4 to 3, 4 to 2 is his only roll that doesn't leave a shot. The only problem is that he doesn't have 3s left next time, but I don't know any other way to play it. 3-2, beautiful. Dirk's coming on strong here. Dirk's ahead in the race, sort of. Behind in the race, ahead in the race. I don't know. I can't tell because he's got a nice board. Dirk has a lot of wastage. I mean, John O'Hagan has a lot of wastage. In other words, his checkers are way down on the board, and he's not going to, when he rolls a 6, he's only going to get like the value of a 3 or a 2 or a 1. So he's actually wasting 3 pips off the die. So that is called wastage, and he has a lot of it. I mean, he's got 5, 10, 12 checkers, 13 checkers there. And on average, he's going to waste
Double 4.
two or 3 pips per. Double 4s.
Double 4s. If
Yeah,
he
but he
could have
can't-
gotten past, he could maybe,
Well, maybe it's right to play one of them out, and if he doesn't hit, but this way he's going to get a shot. But would you rather want the shot or take the shot? Look, he rolled a 2-1.
Again.
Oh my God.
He's played inside his board
John,
the whole
that's
time.
amazing. Can he go past? He rolled double 4s
Oh
again.
my
It's
God.
forced. See if he rolled it. Yeah. Wow, this is such an exciting game. Can he roll it? No. John's got to go with a 3-2. And if Dirk rolls a 2-1, he gets a shot. Otherwise, Dirk has got this game won. Oh, it's Dirk's, I think. Dirk is, pip count wise, not
Ahead.
that different, but Dirk has, because John has all his checkers piled up at a 1 point. But Dirk's going to get more full value out of his roll because his checkers are higher up. Unless he rolls 3s 2 more times in a row, in which case not the case. He's up by a checker. Oh, he rolled a 3? Yeah, see, that's bad. How many checkers
Come on,
does he have?
John. No 5s.
You know what? Doesn't matter. Yeah, John rolled a 5. That hurt. That hurt. Oh, Dirk rolls double 6. He's got boxcars. It's all over. But the shout was John O'Hagan saying, okay, 10-7, 10-8, not much of a difference. It's not much of a difference between 10-7 and 10-8. At 10-8, he's more likely to. No, still got a free drop. Wow. John can't do it. All right. Woof, that was an exciting finish. Both players in very good shape at various points during that game. Typical for a game of backgammon. Any other comments? Yay. Let's see. Is there another match after tonight? I'm not sure if there is or not, actually. Could be. All right, John opens up and Dirk doubles. John takes, which is usually correct if you have an even score. and it's right to take. Even 3 away, 1 away. Because if you drop this, he's going to turn it again, and you have to take it. No, you don't. You can drop it again. Still have a free drop. But at this score, it's generally right to take it if he's odd away, where he's an even score. I think it's better to say odd away because, you know, all backgammon matches that I've seen are to an odd match score, right? 13, 11.
Oh, yes.
Why not to 10? Why not play to 10 points? What's the problem? There's no reason to have odd. I think originally they had it as odd because we didn't have the Crawford rule. But once you have the Crawford rule, I guess you could say, well, with doubles and everything is going to be even, but it doesn't make sense because people double and they drop and then the score's odd, and like, well, why would you want to go to an odd score? So I don't know why they don't play to 10. Anyway, I'd love to see a tournament where you play to 10 points.
Or some even number.
Or an even number. You do that in June, maybe. That's a innovation in the game of backgammon, is playing an even number. And John has double 4s, and he's got 2 more to play. And he's going to pretty much button up here. Dirk is building his nice game in the backfield. Not so nice. He's going to come out. So Dirk has 4 checkers back, right? He's not going to win the race. So the only way Dirk is going to win this game is if he probably gets another point in John's home board and make it difficult for John and start just hitting checkers and building his home board and, you know, get a couple of jokers, and then all of a sudden he's ahead.
You know, you just mentioned Johnny Crawford. He's being inducted into the Hall of Fame in February
Oh,
at the San
yeah,
Antonio
is that right?
tournament.
Okay. Wow. Is he
So
still,
there'll
he's
be
not-
a lot of. It's a great tournament. People should really consider coming for it. But this time, there's the added value of the Hall of Fame dinner. So there'll be a lot of champions at the event.
This, I'm saving it for LA. All right. So see what Dirk is doing. He's hitting at his home board. He hasn't been able to do anything. He's got 5 checkers stuck in John's home board, but he's going to try to hit and cover, which he can do. He can cover the 4 point with a 6 and hit with a 1, and that seems like the right thing to do. Let's see what we
It's a
got.
real quiet crowd.
All right. Oh, he's hitting that one. Interesting. He could hit 2 checkers. Wow. But you know, he only has 8 checkers in the zone. So if he rolls a 4, he rolled 3-1. So he's going to make the 4 point of the 5 point, and he'll have a better board than John. So that's nice. Oh, double 4s again. Wow. I guess he could hit. Make the. I don't want to make the 2 point. Bring 2 down. I don't know. Stuff. Oh, no idea. Ah, clueless. No, he's out. I guess. Well, it's a better board. You got a 3 point board. Can't argue with that. John only has a 1 point board. Comes in, does not hit. Good. Wow, Dirk, really great play. What's John got to do with his 4? He's got to come up. John does not want to get gammoned. Having the 1 point, it's a little safety valve.
I would also like to mention that Larry Schiller won the doubles at the most recent California State Championship.
Yay! That's it. I can only win when I play doubles. I had a fun partner. It was a lot of fun.
Your
Thank you.
partner
Thank you,
was
Candace.
absolutely. Hey, Alex, how are you? Your partner was phenomenal. Alex Farzan is on the chat. He's a really interesting situation. You know, all these meetups that people are having. So we have the meetups in Los Angeles also.
Oh,
that-
meetup groups like on meetup.com. You're talking about
Okay.
that. Yeah.
And Alex, we found him at a meetup, and then he came
Really?
and damn near won the California State Championships. He beat Victor,
What?
then he beat Neil Casares,
Oh my God.
and then he had Marty Storr down.
Oh my God, Dirk. Sorry, double
Look at Dirk is
fours.
closing out John.
Yeah, he's coming. He could win a gammon this game. They with 4 checkers back on his home board. He's got to get those out. He got the 4 or 5 out. He can hit. Wow. What do? Do you hit it or you just bring a checker out?
Uh-huh.
Dang. Oh, this is
Is he
tough.
going to hit it? Or?
I think, I don't know. What do you do? Because hit it, then you got a lot of work to come around. I think I just played the 4 or 5 down there.
Either he heard you had the right answer.
Well, he could play the 5 in and then hit with a 4, but I don't think that gains you anything right now. I like bringing him here because then if you roll a
He's
4-3,
gonna bring the 5 in.
you could make the bar points. You have extra
Do
options.
Schiller's move or bring it in? Schiller's move or bring it in?
He's going to look at it, and then he's going to not do this. He has to get his checkers out. He needs a 5. Yeah, what? Oh, he brought it in. Okay, I see. So he's got good 4s.
In and out.
Yeah. Oh, and he rolls a 1. What's he gonna do with a 4? That's the problem, right? Yeah. Does he want to hit with a 4? He really doesn't. I think he's gonna play 6-2 because that's the safest. Now he could hit, but he's leaving a lot of shots. Gonna look at this. Way too many shots. He's got not double 3s. It's close. I think it's 18 numbers that hit. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think he's got to play 6-2. It's just not. It's too many numbers.
Hello, Pari. I'm an intermediate player from California,
Oh.
but I run the
Yeah.
California tournaments. And Richard Stubbe's on the chat now. He's one of my absolute favorites.
Candace is a treasure to the game as a person and to the game of backgammon. Absolute pleasure. So happy she's joining me on the chat. Usually we have these, experts, and they talk about the roles and the MET and the take point, and which is great. It's backgammon. You got to talk about that stuff. but
Please.
It's great to have Candace here and just talking about what makes the game fun and all the fine work she's doing in the game. So we
And
really
everybody
appreciate
should
you.
look for meetups in their town.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah,
So that's where
it's
it
really
happened.
pretty good. I think it's the bedrock of the next generation of backgammon. They ain't going to come the way we came in the 70s. Not with the bots out there.
I know, right? Wow, John's got a real tough this necklace here, double 3s, what we call a necklace. And he rolled a 1, and he got oh my gosh, the 6 comes out. Dirk could win a gammon in this game. John's been trying to avoid the gammon. What a comeback. And John again with a 1-4, and he's going to hit. Yeah, on the 2. No, this is anybody's game. 6-4. He stays out. So on a 2-point board. Can he roll like a 1-3? Yes, he does. So amazing. All right, good. So oh my gosh, Dirk.
Come on,
knows
double
2 in the
sixes,
row.
John.
Yeah, he needs.
Boxcars.
Yeah, he needs a 2.
There's one of 'em.
6-3. Yeah, he got 6-3. So he's going to look to avoid the duplication or total number of shots. Yeah, there's no other way to play it. Are you rooting for John?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, Dirk.
Are you rooting for Dirk?
No, John.
You rooting for John?
No,
Dirk. Double 1s, he hits.
Oh, no.
Amazing. All right. Well, double 1s is a joker. That's about it. And he rolled a 1-6. That's incredible. Wow. 1-6 from the bar.
Miss him, you son of a bitch.
He missed it.
Missed him.
Candace.
Boxcars.
Oh my gosh. What is 6-1 again? What? Ah. So what do you, where do you play the 1? So
Well,
you're just going to count numbers.
just
So
12,
it's
11. What else is there?
And 4-6.
Oh,
We
making a
cannot
point.
hear you. Are you? Is that supposed to be this way? We cannot hear you there at all. We'd love to hear you.
All right, we're going to try to set this up so the speakers are coming up.
Thank you.
You're
Thanks a
welcome.
lot.
Yeah, what do we got? There's, all right, so John's on roll, and look at him. He built a 5 prime. This is amazing. Dirk, and a 5-4. He's going to have to crunch. That's amazing. John O'Hagan has come back from the dead here.
Sunflowers.
He rolls a
He
five.
rolls a sunflower. That's a sunflower.
What, a 4 or 5 is
A 5 is a sunflower.
Oh, really? Oh, because of the way the dice looks? It kind of looks like
Wait,
a
that-
flower
yeah.
with the petals? Oh, very nice. Oh, look at that. That's a good roll for
Come on,
Dirk.
John, out.
This is
6.
amazing. John has just never given up.
There it is.
He's channeling a Kiko. And now, where's the 4? And so double 6s. He really wants to avoid double 6s. And double 6s, if he hits, it's going to be tough to get that other checker out. So that seems reasonable. 6, and also just directly bears down.
Look what John did. He put himself 6 away.
Yeah. Smart guy. And 9 away, he rolled a 5-4. But it was a dice on the checkers. And that
Double
hits.
3s.
That hits. Wow. And one more. And again, he's 6 away, so if he rolls a 1-6, 3-6, he's got a direct shot. 3-5. Again, Dirk can't move. What a turnaround in this game. And John could be the very next going to the semifinals in this Liberty Cup Masters. Let's take a look.
Now, do I bring the winner over here right away to have an interview with you?
Probably not in the quarterfinals,
Okay.
but I like the idea. And then for future matches, certainly for the finals, we'd want to do
Okay.
an interview. If John wins, I mean, John is a co-commentator, right? So John often just joins us here.
I don't understand. Alex said we can hear you on YouTube. Is that a bad thing?
I think it's a good thing.
Okay.
I mean, that's the idea, right?
Nice to see you too, Pari, from Iran.
Oh, it's 6-5. So Dirk is getting out. Dirk is, he's behind in the race, but he could win the race. And so much, but John doesn't think so. So he's got 7 crossovers versus 3. It really doesn't cost John much to just, play 6-4, 2-1. It's a lot safer. He gives him double 5s. Whew. All right. But, John is really pretty far in the race. Well, he was. Double 6s makes this. Look, there's the double 5s.
No.
Yeah, so John gave it to him unnecessarily. Like 2-2-1s, he could have played to prevent that. But, it's okay. And here's Victor.
Victor, take my chair.
No. Quick question. We just established that me and Granster are going to be in a super final, super jackpot final tomorrow. Question is, Ian said to check with you what time, so to be with the commenters, I can tell all the people that want to watch.
I don't
Like 2
know.
PM approximately, because she said 12 o'clock going to be open.
So let's do 12 o'clock?
2, no, 12 open and say.
Oh, the 12 is it's not open, it's the open.
Yeah, maybe.
Victor Ashkenazi has come by to figure out when he can be streamed tomorrow in the Super Jackpot Finals.
Against Jorgen Gast?
Jorgen, oh my God, awesome player.
So 2 p.m.
So 2 o'clock sounds great. It's subject to the open being done by
Of
then.
course.
That sounds
and
great.
Jorgen, by the way, is still alive in the main. He may have to play
Oh my
2
gosh, 2
finals in
matches,
a row.
amazing.
Thank you, Alex. I understand what you're saying.
That's great, Victor.
Alex Farzan, thanks. I get it now. Look at Dirk's going to win this bear off. John's been rolling like crap.
Oh really? What's
Yeah,
going on?
he's been
Well,
rolling
6.
1-2, 1-2.
Let's see, we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They both have 10 checkers? Oh my God. It's close. It really is close. What does John have? 15, 21, 29, 34. And he's got
6 checkers
15,
on the top
16, and 12 is 28. So, no, John is way ahead. John's way ahead. But, yeah, especially with that. Yeah, it's interesting. What do you do with the 2? You risk.
Dirk's got 7.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Dirk is way behind. It's interesting for Dirk. I don't know what the right play is here because it's a technical thing. 6-4 might be right because you have good 2s, but he's going to miss with 5s or 4s.
You guys tell us when you're behind, move off
Yeah,
the top
see,
point.
That's the problem.
Because you're not going to win with little numbers.
Yeah, that was smart. He saves his 2s. So John looks like he's about to win this match with double 1s. No, it's on the dice. Let's go. We're getting close. He's got a 4-1. What does Dirk have up his sleeve? He's got 5-4. Oh boy! So it's 2 rolls, 2 rolls. Could be more than 2 for Dirk, and a 3-1 for John. So there's very few numbers that don't get off here. 4-2. Okay, it's double ones, 2-1, 3-1. That's it. And a 5-2, and it's off, and John wins. Finally pulls out. Dirk was making an amazing comeback and almost had it at the end. One set, he would have gone to DMP.
Now,
Congratulations.
it might be interesting to talk to John to see, how did you think you were going to lose it? Did you know? No.
Well, I'll welcome him back next time. If you want to bring him over, that'd be fine.
I'd
be happy to talk to him.
These people would rather hear about him than from me.
Oh, not at all, Candace. Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, I'll be back.
Okay, that sounds great. All right, we're on. Oh, Alex Farzan, thank you. Yes, we are broadcasting live here at the Jersey City Hyatt Regency, and we didn't have the speaker on because I thought I spoke loud enough for everyone to hear us who's in the audience here, but apparently they didn't. So I turned the speaker on for the television, made that louder, and now they're able to. John, come over here. Tell us how you won that match against one of the top players in the world. All right, we're going to have a quick interview with
The stringers are waiting.
John O'Hagan.
I mean, the audience.
John, have a seat in your co-commentator chair and join us. Congratulations.
Wow,
That was quite a match. Were you getting nervous about Dirk?
Oh, of course.
I mean, he was coming back, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Here, come on over. I know you're from
was,
the Midwest, but we can still get
It
closer.
was 9-1, so yeah, he just kept coming back, and he's a great player, and I got lucky and I won. So I don't know.
You were bearing off at the end. You're worried he's got to keep rolling 2-1s. You think he's gonna?
Well, I mean,
It's backgammon.
yeah. I mean, that was a tough match.
Yeah.
That was a tough match.
Any doubles that gave you some pause? Do you think you're going to look at XG and say, well, what was I thinking?
Now that I think I was pretty comfortable with all my cube actions. Maybe I'm wrong. After it's 9-1, he was doubling really early, so I'm sure those were
Right.
takes.
That's right.
And my double when I was ahead 5-1, I think it's a double. Maybe it's
You
a
had the
little
cube
premature.
before and you turned
No,
it?
no.
Oh, no, that was not.
The cube on, it was in the center.
Oh,
Double.
okay. Right.
And
Right.
then he turned the game around, redoubled me, and
Yeah.
I thought that was a take. And then I got lucky and, was able to squirm out of that. And then he had a real low take point on the 8 cubes. That's the reason I
Right.
waited so long.
That's right.
So
What do you think it was at that? Was it
8%.
8%? Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're estimating over
Nobody
here.
can hear anything. Is there a way to make it that they can hear
Oh,
you?
on the TV here?
They can't hear.
You guys can't hear?
Correct.
All right. I think we can do
Sorry
that.
to interrupt.
No,
but
that's fine.
the live audience counts too.
Yeah.
All right, good. Now we got you guys.
That, it was exciting, and he's a great player, so, I got lucky and I won.
Have you read his books?
Yes. Yes. And, I mean, they're great,
Theory of Backgammon.
Yeah.
Recommended?
Oh, yeah,
To hit or
absolutely.
not to hit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I bought Hit or Not to Hit from him.
Oh,
And,
great.
While I was here this week, so, yeah. And
And when is your book coming out, John?
I don't know.
Yeah.
No plans on that. But,
What would you write a book on? What do you think that you could offer if you were to write a book?
Oh, I don't know. Something to do with match doubling, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, you're the doubling maven, right? You were known as the.
I don't know about that, but I mean, that's maybe something I could add to the literature that's out there. I don't know.
Sounds great. All right. Well, we look forward to seeing you the semis first, then the finals.
I hope so. Yes.
So that's great. Thanks for stopping by.
Okay.
John. Really,
Thank you,
congratulations again.
Thank you.
I was looking for the chat to see if there was something they wanted you to ask.
Oh.
It went off.
Oh, the chat went off?
Thank you, Mr. O'Hagan.
Yes.
It's not easy.
Never a doubt, right? Never a doubt.
Thank you, Scott. Scott Martin says, good job, John. And so we're going to end this stream right now. and wait for our next. I'm not sure we have another match tonight or if we're going to.
Well, isn't it up to you if you decide you wish to put on another match? So my job now is to go find out who's going to be playing.
Well, let me stop the stream and just say stay tuned.
We'll let you know.
And we will let you know if we're going to do another match tonight. It's 9:10 here in New York, and some of us need to get a night's rest. But I may set this up so for sure tomorrow at noon, New York time, stop by for the Open Final, 2 o'clock Super Jackpot Final with Jorgen well, he's from Denmark, right? Jorgen?
No, Sweden.
From Sweden. Jorgen's from Sweden. And Victor Ashkenazi at 2 o'clock. And then whoever's playing in the Open Final tomorrow at noon. So we've got at least those 2 matches for you. So if we don't see you
I just
again.
went in there and they said there's nothing big going on.
Nothing
next.
big going on. So we're going to say goodnight for tonight. Thank you for joining us from the New York Metropolitan Open. Lynn Ehrlich's doing a great job. P40 is the sponsor. Phil Simborg wants me to tell you. And we appreciate that. And thank you, Candace, for stopping by.